Hi everyone, my name is Akorede Adenike. You are welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time of you checking on my channel, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more videos. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to draft one shoulder princess bustier blouse. This is the draft already for basic bodice pattern. I have a video on how to draft this basic bodice pattern and also the princess bustier blouse, which I'm going to put the link in the box below. Now, since I have the draft already, don't forget my paper is folded into two. I will now start with adding my dart. This is my nipple to nipple line, which is 4 inches from the center front here. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches, divided by 2 is 3.5 plus half inch, same allowance. Here is it. I've already marked it out. And I will now input my dart. This is my bust point. This is my under bust line. On my under bust line, on this side, I'm going to input 1.5. But if your bust is more than 40, you can make it 2 inches. But don't let it exceed that 2 inches. On this side, I'm going to input half inch on this side. So on my waistline, on this side, I'm going to input 1 inch, which is this. On this side, half inch. So I'll connect it like that. Here is it. And here is it. So on my bust point, on my armhole now, I'll now measure what is here. I'll first of all input the quarter of my bust. My bust is 38, divided by 4 is 9.5 plus 1 plus half inch is, yes, it's 10 inches. So I'll now measure from here now. I'll measure from here down to this point, which is 11 inches now. I'll now I will divide it by 2, which is 5.5. I'll measure that point 5.5 here now. So from that now, I'll measure 1 inch downward like this. So I'll now connect it to my bust point like this. That is my princess dart. So from here now, I'll now join it to my under bust line like this. Always blend up the sharp edges, please. You can use your curve roller if you want, if you have. So that's just it. On this side too, I'm going to join it like this to my breast point. That's just it for the dart. So here now, I will add 1 inch upward, because the 1 inch I deducted from here, I have to add it back for it not to give me problem while sewing. So I will now create another armhole, the new armhole. I'll just do it like this. So I'll now input all my circumference. So on my chest line, I will input quarter of my bust. My bust is 38, divided by 4 is 9.5 plus 1 inch plus half inch is, here is it here. So I'll now find what is here. What did I deduct from here now is half inch plus 1 inch that I'm going to use to join it back. That's 1.5. So that'll give me 11.5, which is here. On my waistline, my waist is 34, divided by 4 is 8.5. No, sorry, on my under bust, I don't need any measurement on that place. On my waist is 34, divided by 4 is 8.5 plus 1.5 here. That'll give me 10 inches. 1.5 plus 8.5, that'll give me 10 inches plus 1 hinge that I'm going to use to join it back, because if I cut it off now, I'm going to use 1 hinge to join it back. That'll give me 11 inches. Is it here? And I will now add my seam allowance to it. You can add 1.5, you can add 1 inch. It depends on how you want it. But make sure you add 1.5 or 2 inches if you are adding lining. 1.5. So I will now connect my side together. So here is my side seam. So let me proceed to my back before shaping out that one shoulder. That one off shoulder. So on the back to here is it. I folded my fabric into 2 and I've already drafted the pattern on it. Here's my neck width, my neck line, my shoulder line, my shoulder slants, my back armhole, my chest line, my nipple to nipple measurement, and my waistline, and the length of my from shoulder to my waist. This is the length for it. If you want it full, you can make it full. But as for this now, I will join peplum to it. So on my chest line, I'm going to input quarter of my bust there. My bust is 38, like I said. Divided by 4 is 9.5 plus half inch is. Here is it. So on my chest line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch to input my dart. So on the waistline here, I'm going to come in by ½ inch on both sides. So I'll now connect it. Like this. So on my armhole here, to create my princess dart, you can even leave it like this if you want it like this, but I'm going to input my princess dart. So I'll find what is here from here down to this place. This is 10 inches. Divided by 2 is 5 inches. So I'll just connect like this. And just connect it down to the point here now to form my princess dart. So that's just it for the back, but always blend up the sharp edges, please, to make your job neat. So I'll now input all my circumference now. On my chest line, I'm going to input quarter of my bust, which is 9.5 plus ½ inch is 10 inches. I'm cutting this place into 2. I'm going to use 1 inch to join it back. That'll give me 11 inches. On my waistline here, my waist is 34, divided by 4 is 8.5. So I'm going to deduct, I'm going to cut off 1 inch from here now, plus 1 inch that I'm going to use to join it back. That's 2 inches plus 8 inches. That'll give me 8.5 inches. That'll give me 10.5. So I'll now connect it together. So I'll add 1.5 inch seam allowance to it, side seam. So that's it on how to cut the back. This is my seam allowance. You can make it 1 inch, you can make it 1.5. It depends on your choice. Let's cut it out before shaping my one shoulder out. Let me cut off my front too before shaping my one shoulder. On my back here, to avoid zip bugging, you just come up by 1 inch from the waist here. Come up by 1 inch. You will now connect it slantly to the side like this. Connect it slantly to the side like that, then cut it off. So now to get my one shoulder, let me fold in my zip allowance first. That's my zip allowance. Now to get my one shoulder, I'm going to open it like this. Hope you can see what I'm doing very well. So I'm going to place, this is the, assuming this is the fabric now, this will be my right side and this is the wrong side of my fabric. So as for the front too, will be my right side and this will be my wrong side. I'm going to place wrong side on each other like this to avoid mistake. Here is it. Just let it lay on each other very well like this. Let it lay very well on each other like this. Then to get that my one shoulder, this is my neckline. Sorry, if you want to add normal sleeve to it, which is basic sleeve, you can leave the armhole like this. But if you want to add maybe puff sleeve or ruffle sleeve, you have to come in by 1 inch. You have to come in by 1 inch on your shoulder here to get the normal shoulder for it. So as for my one shoulder now, here is my neckline. I'll just connect it down to my armhole here with my hip cuff. Better still, you can use your free hand to make it curve very well. You can use your free hand. Make it curve very well. So that's just it. No, I'll not cut it off now. Be careful while cutting, please. Don't let it shake to make your job neat. I used 4 inches for my neck width, while for my neck depth is 5 inches. Here is it now. Here is it. As you can see, it's already one shoulder off. So I'll not complete my cutting. Let me first of all complete the front. Here is it. Now this is what I have for the front. As you can see, is it? As you can see, it's very nice and beautiful. So here is my back now. I want to finish the cutting. I'll just place this one. This one serves as a guide for me not to make a mistake. So I'll now complete the cutting. Now this is what I have for the back. Is it? I'm going to open this zipper allowance. Now this is what I have for the back. I've opened the zipper allowance. So this one will be like this. And this, you fold it like this. There is it. As you can see, it's all formed. This is the back and these are the fronts. There is it. So guys, if you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel to support my channel. Till I see you in my next video, stay blessed. Bye bye.